County gas station is in the hospital and police are searching for the shooter. This is new video of the victim's crashed car on Rockbridge Road, and police found the victim inside, not far from that gas station. Channel 2's Steve Gelbach is live at the Citgo station where this happened. Steve.
Fred, let me walk you through what happened here, how we know it got from point A to point B. Now, back here at the gas station, just opened here in the last 30 minutes, that's where the shooting took place. But that victim, she was actually able to drive out this driveway. She had to cross this side street here and then ended up this embankment right here about 6 to 7 feet off the ground. That's where the car stopped. And it was right around 12:45 this morning. DeKalb police responded to the Citgo at Rockbridge and Harrison Way. Officers found the woman shot twice in her back inside that crashed car. Now, we could not see any bullet holes in her car, but detectives have not said they think she was shot outside or then got back in the car or while she was behind the wheel. But police say she was shot at the gas station and seemed to try to get away, but again, didn't make it very far, crashing just across from that exit. Police, again, are detectives at the hospital interviewing that victim. Last check, she was stable. I did see some cameras out here that possibly have got images of what happened. We have no description yet of a possible suspect. As soon as we get information on this shooter they're still looking for, we'll bring it to you this morning.
Disturbing new video shows the moment a man shot a Lyft driver inside of her car. This is exclusive video to Channel 2 Action News. Police say the gunman was a customer who tried to rob the driver. Channel 2's Audrey Washington was the first reporter to get the surveillance video. Audrey is live at the scene on Rockbridge Road in South DeKalb County. Audrey?
Police told me the suspect shot that Lyft driver twice in the back. She crashed into this embankment you see over here. If you look, you can also see the tire marks still in the ground. Now, my photographer, Tony Light, is going to turn his camera around towards that gas station because those surveillance cameras right there capture the crime and may help police with more leads.
It's bad. You're afraid to come to the corner store.
It happened in just seconds. You're watching surveillance video I got my hands on Monday. It shows the moment a Lyft driver pulled up to the Citgo gas station and convenience store at around 12:23 a.m. on Rockbridge Road. What police say the driver didn't know, the passenger she picked up earlier in the night was armed and planned to rob her.
She advised that the suspect attempted to steal her vehicle from her, which time she refused.
Watch closely. DeKalb County police say while inside the car, the passenger shot the driver twice. That driver then put the car in gear and sped away, but she ran directly up an embankment.
Wherever you go in this world nowadays, you have to be careful, and you never know.
The passenger took off. Paramedics rushed the driver to a local hospital in serious condition. Police say they will check with Lyft to see if the company can help track down that passenger.
I know that she was out trying to make a living for her and her family, doing an honest day's work. And I just feel like, again, my prayers go out to her and her family.
And I'm told that Lyft driver is 25 years old. She is expected to survive. As for the suspect in this case, police consider him armed and dangerous. Anyone with information about this case is urged to call DeKalb County Police. And we are live here in DeKalb County. Audrey Washington, Channel 2 Action News.
Today it is Tuesday, November 19th. The year is 2019. So, a young woman out earning a living here in Atlanta, 25 years of age, driving for a ride-sharing company, Lyft, picks up a passenger around 12-something at night in Stone Mountain, and taking the passenger to his destination. Assuming it's a man, or it could be a woman, we don't know yet. The passenger in the car that was picked up, the ride-sharing passenger who was picked up by this driver, the passenger shot the driver twice, and ran. So the question would be, well, what did he get out of this shooting? What did he steal? A purse, money, cell phone? What? And why would a person who can be tracked, because you have to order a ride share. Somebody ordered this car, unless she picked up the wrong customer. It's a possibility, they don't know yet. Or somebody was intending to rob her from the very beginning. And you never know how they may have ordered that Lyft. They may not be able to track down a person who ordered the Lyft. Could be a fake account, a stolen cell phone, all kinds of stuff could be going into play with this Lyft driver shooting. However, a few weeks ago, I went to drop one of my cars off at the Mercedes-Benz dealership to have a recall fixed on it. So the recall was going to take about a couple of hours, about 4 or 5 hours. So I said, well, I'll just go to the gym while I'm waiting. So Mercedes-Benz, the dealership, paid for me to catch a Lyft from the dealership to the gym, LA Fitness up the street, which wasn't very far, about 10-minute drive, if that much. So I got there, worked out. When the car was complete, I was at the gym for a couple of hours. When the car was complete, the dealership called and said, okay, we're sending a Lyft to come pick you up. I said, okay, cool. Which location are you at? I told them I was at the LA Fitness at Piedmont and Peachtree Street. Well, the Lyft drivers, when they ordered the Lyft, it went to the wrong LA Fitness. And so when the driver would call me, I said, well, where are you? So I'm looking on the map, I'm like, where is this? And I couldn't really see where they were because I didn't order the car. Mercedes-Benz ordered the car, so I couldn't track the vehicle. But I could talk to the driver. So the first time they sent the guy says, well, I'm sitting here at Starbucks. I'm like, Starbucks? He said, I see the Starbucks and I see the LA Fitness. I said, well, you need to drive around the LA Fitness because I don't see you. There is a Starbucks near the LA Fitness I was at. But it wasn't, it's a block away. I'm like, why are you over there? He's like, walk to the Starbucks. I'm like, walk, it's too far. Where are you? The driver couldn't tell me where they were. I said, what's the address of it? He just said it's some address on Piedmont Road. He couldn't tell me he was at Ansley Mall, which is in Midtown. I'm in Buckhead, 10 miles away. I'm like, okay, he is the wrong one. So when the second driver went to the same location, I had to say, okay, where are you all at? Tell me what you see. He's like, well, I see a Starbucks. He was running outside. I said, wait a minute. You're down at Ansley Mall. Now, here's the interesting part. I've lived in Atlanta for 30 years. If I get in my car and pull up, I know where I'm going. I know where I'm at. These two drivers could not tell me they were at Ansley Mall and they were in Midtown. They didn't have no clue where they were, other than the address that was on the that Mercedes-Benz had given them that they went to. The Mercedes-Benz chose the wrong LA Fitness. So, how are you a Lyft driver, driving the streets of Atlanta, and you don't know where you at? You don't know the parts of the city. You don't know the shopping centers. You don't know if you're in Midtown or Buckhead. You don't know shit. You just driving. Just driving. I ain't no way in hell I would be driving Lyft in Atlanta, and I don't know these streets, and I don't know these cities, and I don't know these neighborhoods, and I don't know where I'm going. And I don't know who I'm picking up, and I don't know what's dangerous and what ain't. I am 6'2", 230 pounds, and I did lose a little weight through that show. Now, something to do that show, I got down to 215 pounds, and I'm back about 225. I didn't get on the scale today, but I'm up. My weight's back up. I've been eating like a damn pig. But there's no way I would have been out or be out driving Lyft or whatever, driving service, and I don't know the neighborhoods or the areas very well that I'm going to, because some of these areas are dangerous. And the reason I'm saying I'm 6'2" and 230 pounds, and trust me, I would not have been picking any nigga up in Stone Mountain at 12 midnight in a Lyft car at Rockbridge, and I know that area very well. Hell no. That is a dangerous gas station, right? I've been in these areas. I know these areas. I know all about Stone Mountain. I remember Stone Mountain was a beautiful middle-class suburb. Now it's the ghetto, unfortunately. Parts of Stone Mountain are ghetto. Some parts of Stone Mountain are extremely nice. Some of the neighborhoods are very nice, but a lot of it is really just taint for whatever. Y'all know why niggas went out there. But that's a whole nother video. But anyway, I would not. This is the thing about these Lyft drivers I'm finding. People move to Atlanta and they need a job. This is like me moving to Miami and I need a job. So I'm going to drive my Lyft. I'm going to drive my Mercedes. I'm going to do Lyft. I'm going to do Uber in Miami. I don't know shit about Miami. I don't know nothing about Miami. I'd have to use this damn navigation system. You all this navigation system of how you're running all over the damn place. Like a chicken with your head cut off. If you don't know where you're going and you rely on the navigation, you will end up screwed. So, this 25-year-old driver, I don't know where she's from. We don't know. I don't know what her reasoning was, why she was out. Maybe she felt safe doing it. She probably had picked up thousands of people and never had an issue. I'm sure there are people out there picking up. There are thousands of Lyft drivers in the streets of Atlanta and the various other cities that have no issues. I'm just saying, myself personally, if I were a Lyft driver, I'd be more selective about the areas I would go to or not participate in. I don't know how that works. Can you pick and choose? So I've had Lyft drivers cancel shit on me before, so they saw my black ass and canceled. I said, who they canceled on me? Because they saw my black ass. And this is in Miami. Because I only use Lyft or Uber when I'm out of town. And the only time I've ever used it was if I'm in Miami or up in New York someplace, or Washington, D.C. I don't use it here in Atlanta, except for when I went to the dealership. And I realized these people did not know where they were. They didn't know they were at Ansley Mall. They didn't know they were at Midtown. They didn't know shit. I'm thinking, these are idiots here. But the more I meet people, and I meet so many people who come into Atlanta, they don't know the city. They do. They don't know nothing about the city. They don't know about the neighborhoods. They don't know what's safe and what ain't safe. They don't know shit. Because if I was doing Lyft, I'd have to stay up in Buckhead. I would only just, of course you have to go where the drivers, I guess you have to take the routes that they want you to go. If you're picking somebody up in Buckhead and they live out in Roswell, you might have to drive up to Roswell. I would prefer, but first off, I ain't about to do no Lyft or Uber. The devil is a lie. They know I'm going to drive around Atlanta in all this traffic, dropping and picking off passengers. Y'all can have that shit. It ain't even worth it. Putting miles on my car, eating up all this gas and sitting out there in the traffic. Shit, no, the devil is a lie. I'll sit here and make 10 YouTube videos a day before I went down that path. And if I made 10 videos a day, I'd be rich. I wouldn't be rich, but I'd have a whole lot of money coming in. If I could do 10 videos, I'd sit here every day. Every hour on hour, I'd make a YouTube video before I dare got into a car and drove Uber or Lyft in Atlanta. Y'all, I ain't doing it. Now, those of you who do it, I applaud you. But my black ass ain't about to drive nobody around Atlanta. I don't even want to drive myself around Atlanta. At least it's on some complete stranger sitting in the backseat of my Mercedes. Who the fuck are you? Okay, you going where? No way. Ain't gonna happen. They don't make enough money for that shit. But that's just my thoughts. Some people claim they make X, Y, Z. Let them have it. The funny part is, all these people talking about I make good money doing Uber and Lyft. They ain't doing it no more. They stopped that mess. So, this woman losing her life, driving, well, she's alive, shot in the neck. They haven't really released much information. She will live. Will she be paralyzed? Did the little money that she was making, does she have insurance? If you're injured during Lyft, or will Lyft insure your safety? What about disability? Your income's no longer coming in. Is that going to be covered? A lot of questions that I would have to ask. And I think we all know the answer to all these damn questions. No, and no. Now, Lyft has some type of policy in place to help. I know they were, I think you use your own insurance if you have a record. I'm not too sure. Like I said, I don't know nothing about that enough. In fact, I've written a few. And I prefer taxis, truth be told, but sometimes when you're in places, Lyft might be the most appropriate thing, might be the cheap. But when I'm traveling, I'll be very honest with you, I just prefer taxis and limos. It's just, to me, safer. Instead of hopping in some subcompact car You know, I've told Earl when we travel, I said, I can't do this Lyft shit no more. We got to get a taxi or a limo or some bigger passenger cars. They are insured. If something happens, we ain't got to worry about it, and it ain't doing no. You know, one thing with Lyft, they'll do they pick up other passengers and all this shit, shared Lyft service and all that stuff. It's cheaper, but for a few dollars more, you can be in a nice taxi or limo going about your damn business without having to deal with all this other records and in the car. So for me, that's what I prefer. I know some people don't own cars, and they use Lyft and Uber to get around Atlanta, go everywhere, grocery shopping, do every damn thing. It's weird. I meet so many guys today who are younger than me, 30 and younger, and they don't have a driver's license. They don't know how to drive. In their 20s, don't know how to drive. And I'm like, shit, I was so excited to get my damn driver's license and get behind the wheel of a car. And it's just a different world now. But to me, it's more trifling, too, because if you don't know how to drive a car, something wrong with your ass. And that's just something going on where you can't drive a car. You need to get your driver's license and know how to drive a car. I'll never forget, I had a friend over here. We were doing a cookout last summer. And I told him, here, take the keys to the Jeep and run up there and grab some stuff at the store. He looked at me like, I said, what's wrong? He said, I don't have a driver's license. I said, you don't have a driver's license? He said, no. I said, do you know how to drive? He said, I don't drive. I'm thinking, you big, crazy looking. I was so mad. I said, well, I was just trying to go to the store myself and get it. I said, do you know how to cook this food? I'm over here. Yeah, I can do that. Good, he was worth something. Everybody chasing his ass around, trying to think, ain't even got a damn driver's license. Can't even drive. I said, why don't you have your license? I'm going to work on it. You in your 20s and you don't have your license? This ain't New York. This is not some city, Washington, D.C. or New York. I think you might need a car in D.C. But this is not New York City where you can get by without a car. You need some type of transportation to get around here. And I just don't see how people can survive without a car down here. But I know a lot of people do it. But if I were driving for those services, a Lyft or Uber, I'd be very selective. The areas I went to and the passengers I picked up, I am sorry, because I've seen too much shit go awry in Atlanta with these Uber and Lyft drivers, with these crazy passengers. But although I would never do it, it's just too much. It's not worth it. Ain't enough money in it. For me, in my cars, we have the miles on it and maintenance and gas. No, and it's too dangerous. It's just too dangerous. Especially late at night. I mean, if this 25-year-old girl, she probably should have been driving during the daytime. She's probably been better off. And there's no guarantee in the daytime you can run into some crazy people. But I find that some of my friends who do driving through the daytime, they seem to fare well. It's the middle of the day. I mean, it's probably safer. But hey, and I guess we'll find out later on how she's doing. Does she have children? Will they catch the suspect? What's the point of shooting this woman twice in the neck? Then it also goes down, did the passenger know the driver, which I seriously doubt. I seriously doubt that. I don't think she knew who that passenger was and that the passenger was going to shoot her and had a gun on them. That's another issue. You're picking up all these strangers. You don't know what's going on in their head. You don't. You don't have. You're picking up these strangers. If I was driving Uber, Lyft, I'd be carrying me a gun too, because you shoot me, I'm shooting your motherfucking ass back. I never forget years and years ago, a friend of mine, he liked picking up guys off the street. I don't know why. One day I was riding with him. He saw this guy. I want to give him a ride. I said, huh? So what Robert did was pull on and say, hey man, what's up? You need a ride? He said, yeah. So I was in the passenger seat. Robert told me to get out the passenger seat and get in the back seat behind him and watch that nigga. I'm thinking, okay, why are we going through all this? I'm going to get out the car, the guy jumps in the passenger seat in the front, and I'm in the back seat watching this nigga. And he driving, Robert driving, looking at me, looking at this crazy man. They just talking and talking. Niggas. Gay folks get on my damn nerves. I ain't picking up no strangers, but he picked up this complete stranger. Drove on down the street. I'm in the backseat just staring like this. Okay, what is the fuck is going on here? Well, why are we doing this? And we supposed to be going to get some breakfast. Next thing I know, this bum, I don't know, I'll call him a bum, some man he picked up, he at the restaurant eating breakfast with us. That guy spent the whole day with us. This was a different world back then, I will say that. It was a different world. It was in the early 90s, much younger. And they ended up spending the day together, and who knows what took place between them. I went on about my damn business after that. I said, okay, I gotta go. So Robert's deceased now, died from AIDS. But anyway, I'd be very careful picking up strangers. And I just find that whole Lyft Uber thing is just not my cup of tea. Not for me personally. And I pray and hope, I really hope that this young woman lives through this and has a normal life. But I have a sneaky suspicion, shot in the neck, she's got some serious, I'm sure there's some issues going on. They have to rush her to the hospital. Here she was, like they say, driving, trying to make a living, just trying to survive. Scratching and surviving, good times. You know, y'all can keep that Uber and Lyft mess. I couldn't do it. It ain't for me. But I do hope that this girl gets well, and people need to start thinking. And if you're going to be out there doing this, know your neighborhoods. Know where you're going to be going. Know where you're going to be driving at. Know where you should or shouldn't pick up. You can always cancel and drive. I had my cars, I'll make this quick. I had my cars on this service called Turo, where I was renting out my cars. And if I didn't like the way the person, I was very selective who got that damn car. I was like, okay, so I took it off the service entirely because I didn't like giving my car to somebody to drive. I said, okay, I can do this. Even though church like, we will be responsible if something happens, fuck that shit. They show back over here with the steering wheel. I got to fight Turo to get my car paid for. No, I just stopped that mess. But yeah, I was very selective about who I rented those cars out to when I was doing it a year or two ago, or 3 years ago, or whatever. And if you wasn't right, if you wasn't rich and white, you can forget it. I was Googling addresses, Googling houses, looking at their house. I was doing research, where they live at, who you were. If I couldn't find you on social media and find your address and find where you lived at and all this stuff, I said, forget it. You will not be getting this car. I cancel that. But I'm just very selective about what I do. I just know there's some crazy motherfuckers out there. That's why I said I would never get in my car, turn and drive around the streets of Atlanta, picking niggas up and dropping them off for Lyft and Uber. No. But for people who do it, be careful out there. Watch your back and get your pistol and just drive carefully and be selective the areas you go to. If you know, like I know, be careful. These niggas will kill you. This girl could have lost her life and it ain't over with. You don't know what, ma'am. She's sitting, you know, a lot of times we see shit happen in Atlanta. You hear the person survive. 3 months later, they dead. You say, well, what happened? Oh, they never recovered. So we don't know what might become of this. But anyway, that's what I just want to do a video about that. Today it is Tuesday, November 19th. I'm going to make me some breakfast. I want to go get some breakfast, but today is Tuesday, November 19th. The year is, you know something? Today is November 11, 1919. That's be a good number to play, 11, 1919. Today is November 19th. The year is 2019. I'm out of here. Enjoy your Tuesday.